What's wrong?
Hi, how are you?
Good.
I just wanted to. I talked to the Maitland Police Department last night about this, but I've been having like domestic issues with my now ex-fiance. He recorded me against my will, like, and extorted me to like make the confession of something I like didn't do, like that I cheated on him.
When he recorded you?
Yeah, I asked him. I said, "You're recording this, aren't you? Like, I don't agree with this." And he said, "No, it's none of your business." And then he ended up pulling out his phone at the very end, and he had been recording like me the whole time, like my whole conversation. I get home on Tuesday, and he basically
Did
had.
you know he was recording you?
I suspected it, but I didn't have any proof. I
Okay.
came home on Tuesday, and he had this on the table and cornered me and said, I had a timer and said, I have 5 minutes to sign this and relinquish all of my properties to get out of his life, like no explanation. And I said, no, I'm not going to sign that. That's ridiculous. Like, what do you think? Like, I've done nothing to you. And he has mental problems. So, and he's convinced like himself that I've been cheating on him like our entire relationship, which just has never happened. And I kept pressing and saying, no, I'm not going to sign this. Like, can we talk about what you think is even going on in the first place? He said no, and if that's the way you're going to do it, I'm going to go down to the courthouse. I'm going to get you evicted. I'm going to ruin your renter's credit so that you can no longer like find a place to stay.
Are you in an apartment?
I was at a house. I
house?
wasn't on a lease though. So
You're not even on the lease?
I mean, he owns the house, and we were supposed to get married, and he said he would add me on, but obviously he didn't.
So are you still living in the house?
No, absolutely not. He has a gun, and he misplaced it. Like, I don't know where the gun even is, and I'm not staying there.
So you're afraid of getting an eviction?
Well, I already left.
So that's what I'm saying. So
I already left the house, but he was starting to like take my like job and like try to slander me and get me fired from my work. To contact like my coworkers who he thinks I've been cheating on with and like ruin their lives unless I sign this document.
What's the document? What's he trying to say?
It's basically saying that I'm being evicted, but not really evicted, like willingly leaving and no longer allowed on the property if I'm on the property anymore.
Are you gone?
Yes.
Do you talk to him anymore?
He texts me, and I changed my number yesterday. I changed my number yesterday. I had to delete my Facebook account because he was harassing me, and his entire family started harassing me on Facebook, harassing my family members on Facebook. And I would love to get a restraining order, but I don't. They said that I need to start going through these processes first. He's threatened to come to my work. I talked to my boss today and all of my administration, and they said,
well, you're doing the right thing.
Now, so
you took down the Facebook. That's the big thing. You changed your number. That's a big thing. So does he know where you're staying at now?
I don't know, and that's the thing. Is someone says that they wouldn't be surprised if he was tracking me. Someone who I know who is like a mechanic checked my car to see if there's tracker, but there's not. My car has been like sputzing out, and several people on separate instances have said that sounds like someone put sugar in your gas tank. I mean, I don't have any evidence for that, and I have to go get that checked out. I literally just like my car broke down just on OBT while I was trying to pull up here, so I figured let's come here, get this handled, then go to the mechanic and see if I do have sugar in my tank. But I'm just really scared. He's basically trying to threaten my livelihood.
Okay. And at this point, do you think it's going to continue now that you don't have Facebook on the phone number?
Because I think that he's getting enraged that he's not effectively like running things enough for me.
What mental thing does he have going on? Bipolar?
He has not been diagnosed because he refuses to see a mental professional. So I can't say, but there's definite like I have a father who's bipolar and has a lot of mental issues, and this guy has more mental issues than my father does. I'm staying with a friend in Maitland. That's why I had the police officer come out there. But he said that if this happened in Orlando, it's not under his jurisdiction, even though he said that.
Where were you at when he recorded you?
At my house in Orlando. Yeah.
Okay.
And he's been sending that to several people. Like he edited the clip, and he's been sending it to people to like.
What does the clip involve? Like what you said, like a confession of what?
Yeah, that I cheated on him.
That's it.
But but he's using it to slander me, like drag my name through the dirt, basically. And it's not even true. Like it was like a 30-minute clip that he cut, just the end of, where I said, no, I didn't do anything. I don't deserve this. I didn't do anything. Like for first 20 plus minutes, then finally I said, okay, what do you want me to admit to? Like, I want you to admit the truth. I said, I already told you what happened, nothing happened. And then he just kept making me say more and more, and I said, okay. And then finally I said, okay, I cheated on you because I needed to leave. Like,
Okay. Well, let's do a report. How about that?
okay, thank you. I have, I don't know if this matters, but I have my number from when I talked to the maintenance officer last night. I don't know if that helps. Or anything like that.
Okay. Is there anything else that's been going on besides him like bothering you on Facebook? What's he saying on Facebook when he contacts you?
That I'm not comfortable that I like who would.
So he's just being petty, pretty much.
Basically, but I'm a teacher too, and he's been
is he-
threatening to say that like who a parent would want their child to be taught like by an adult tutor and blah 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 things like that. And I'm worried that he's going to try to. I was worried that he was going to be outside of my school today, like with like signs saying like slandering me. I mean, it's not like I talked to my boss and he said, like, no, your job is safe at this point, which was a relief. Because like people can't just like bully you.
Yeah, he's not accusing you of killing people or stealing.
But it still can make for a really uncomfortable workplace, and like it takes a huge mental toll on me. Like,
has he made threats about like killing you? He's not violent. He just pretty much wants to like make your name muddy, pretty much.
Yeah, and I was thinking about it because I am concerned because he has expressed suicidal thoughts in the past few days. Not suicide. I mean, he said that he's been depressed for an extremely long amount of time, that he doesn't care about living anymore, that he thinks about dying all the time, that he
good thing is you changed your number.
Good
thing is you changed your number, so you don't have to hear about that anymore.
Yeah, exactly. But
that's good.
It did scare me because when I originally, like when he forced my hand with this, I didn't know what he was going to do because.
And did you sign this?
I thought that
whatever
he could,
this,
potentially he had to kill me, kill himself, like just be done with like the world. And so that's why I signed this thing. I admitted to what he wanted me to admit to.
What does he do for a living?
He's a salesperson, but he has like 3 lawyers in his family who I think helped him draft this up. I don't even understand half the stuff this says.
Yeah, they're trying to speak legal. They're trying to speak legalese.
Yeah, where I'm like, how can you expect me to sign this when in 5 minutes when I don't even know what this says, let alone no, I just fundamentally disagree with signing it.
Yeah, he sounds like he's a little off.
Oh yeah, absolutely he is. But
how long are you guys together for?
His family members have now been like harassing my coworker and his family. They're harassing his wife. She asked them to stop. He said, no, we're not going to stop because we don't have proof that this is really you. This could be your husband.
What we'll do is we'll do an information report, just document everything that's going on, what he's been saying and doing, and the way he's been acting. We'll do that. That way, this, like you've been advised, this is going to start the process of this is pretty much day one as far as documentation goes. We'll just document everything you're saying. We'll get that on paper, and I'll do a report. That way, you have access to it. And if you want to try and go into a further step and get some kind of injunction or something, that's going to be dealt with through the county at the courthouse.
What is that?
You can try and get a protective injunction. Just say, hey, I'm worried about my safety or livelihood, whatever the case is, and they'll hear it. I don't know how they issue them out. I'm not the county, but a lot of times it's for safety. So they'll have to be the judge of how they feel your circumstances are.
Okay.
I don't have any control over that. I can just document what I have, and then you can request a copy in a few days from the department. If you want to take that with you to the courthouse and try and get an injunction.
So the injunction.
It'll pretty much, if they issue an injunction, it's pretty much no contact through yourself or through third parties. Voicemail, phones, emails, text messages showing up at your work. Like these are like protected things.
Okay, I would like to stop. Yeah, so it sounds like a restraining order, but
yeah, same thing. More or less common term restraining order.
Okay.
Yeah, same thing.
Yeah, I would like to put that because, like I said, I already told the officers at my work too, and they have his face, the picture of his face, they have his car, so they're making sure he's not on campus. But like I said, I could just see him doing all sorts of things from showing up there to posting on the school's Facebook page.
Well, if he does show up, especially on campus, you should call the local whatever the jurisdiction is where you work.
Windermere.
And say, hey, we want this person trespassed. He's harassing one of our employees. That way the police show up and say, okay, hey, you're trespassed. You don't have any business here. If you come back, you're going to go to jail. Yeah, I was on a 99 Foxtrot OPH and said I'm going to be here. Yeah. Should be 99 Foxtrot.
Hello.
Hey, Steven?
Yeah, that's me.
Hey, how you doing?
Good.
Can you talk to me for a minute?
Yeah. Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
Good.
Hey, Officer Carlisle.
Oh, I just got your message. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm here about some stuff that's going on between you and the ex.
Okay.
Michelle?
Melissa.
Oh, Melissa. Melissa.
Yeah. Yep, that's right.
You guys recently separated?
Yeah, she 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 admitted that she was doing things with other guys, so we're separated.
Okay. How long you guys together for?
Like 5 years.
Okay.
A long time.
Okay. Was there anything going on that shouldn't have been going on besides her infidelity?
I mean, there's a lot, but yeah, I mean, it's kind of personal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's making accusations that you kind of forced her out of the house.
Absolutely not. No, and I mean, if we need to, I mean, we can meet with a lawyer or something like that. However, she signed a contract to her own accord.
Oh, she signed a contract?
Yeah, she signed a vacate agreement to her own accord.
Really?
My lawyer has everything, so I mean.
Oh wow. So that's like legit then.
Yeah, it's 100% legit.
Okay. Do you have a contract?
I do, but I mean, if you want to contact my lawyer, he can give it to you. But it's like
Oh, you don't have it?
I mean, yeah, no, I don't. I would never keep anything like that. As far as like,
okay.
To me, I'm heartbroken. I'm rebuilding my life.
Yeah.
This is my house, 100%.
Okay.
I paid for it. She's not on the she's not on the deed or anything along those lines. And she's got someone I don't. I paid her to leave. I literally had to pay her to leave.
Oh, you paid her?
Yeah.
How much did you pay her?
She received $3,000 to leave my house.
Like cash?
And a check.
Okay, that way it's documented?
That's all documented.
Okay. When was that agreement made?
A couple days ago. It was she admitted to having an affair with one of her coworkers, and
that's rough, man. After 5 years,
it's really rough.
That's rough.
It's really rough. So I'm learning how to be single again.
That's terrible after 5 years. I had a 5-year breakup a few years ago, and it was bad. I was in school, so I didn't do well in school that semester, needless to say. Do you have your attorney's phone number?
Yeah, absolutely.
Just if I do need to reach out to them, that way I'll be able to. When today's Tuesday the 14th. What day did you guys come to the $3,000 agreement?
We came to that. She decided the number, and that was on what date was that? Call her real quick. See if she'll answer. I think it was last Monday, or I don't know. It's kind of
So like
I think
a full week ago.
yeah, I think it was a full week ago.
Okay, a full week ago. So possibly. What was the date on last Monday?
I recently updated my phone, and I don't know if any of you guys are familiar with Android, but let me see if I can pull up the calendar.
What phone did you have?
I had an iPhone for a long time, and then I switched to Android, and then Android just recently updated their processor, so it's like all super different.
When did you make the switch to the dark side?
I switched, I think technically in January or December or something to the
You're still
Google
figuring it
phone.
out?
They just made their new update, this thing called Pi, and
What was the terms of the 3,000? Was that on the contract as well, the $3,000 agreement?
yeah, it very specifically outlined that she could take everything that she has. I even agreed that I would literally move it for her. So like I said, like
That's in the contract
that's
too?
all in the contract. Yeah, let me call.
Oh, I don't need you to call him. I'll just see if I could get the numbers because they're doing the contact.
Yeah. We have to. Okay. Okay. Phone number is 4.
Okay. And what's the person's name?
Maureen. AUREEEN.
Okay. Some of the things she said is when she came home, she realized she'd been deactivated as like a user of the phone, and you confronted her about cheating, which is understandable that you want to confront her about that.
Yeah.
She's saying you had a contract laying in front of her, and that you pretty much said, if you don't sign this, I'm going to ruin your life.
No. Actually, no, absolutely not. No.
That didn't happen at all?
No. And I actually did not remove her from her phone access. Not her phone access, this is my phone that I pay for, but I did not tell her that she had to get a new phone till literally like a couple days later. And I let her know that in serious advance.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So she wasn't like, like literally, I'm not that kind of person.
Yeah.
I even have a text messages saying, make sure you please go to the T-Mobile store and take yourself off my plan and put yourself on a new plan.
And that was ahead of time?
Ahead of time.
What day was that?
So if that was Monday, that would have been like Wednesday.
When did the blow up happen? What day was that?
It wasn't really a blow up. It was just that I found out that she was cheating on me.
When did you find that out?
I believe I found that out Monday. I think it was Monday.
The same Monday?
Yeah, it was Monday. Because then she left.
We'll see what day that was. We'll see if it makes sense if we get the date.
Yeah.
Monday the 6th. Monday the 6th. So like a week ago.
It should be Monday the 6th. I mean, from just about to go to work to having police officers show up in my front yard, it's I'm pretty sure that's the right date. But like I said, we can, if you call Maureen, she'll tell you everything.
Okay. Is that when you got Maureen was on the 6th, the day you found out she was cheating?
That I had her draft a contract for me.
That was what it was the contract? Mm-hmm. How long was the move out period?
24 hours.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
That is what she agreed to. I also agreed to let her stay if she chose to stay till literally the end of the month and do whatever she wants.
That was in the contract too?
Yep.
Oh, seems very nice.
I'm really happy she took the money, but
what kind of work do you do?
I work in the pool and spa industry. So you guys might have seen me on we deal with OPD a lot down. We work at our stores on Mercy Drive. Yeah. We sell like a lot of like Big Green Egg and like Yeti products and stuff. So we a lot of our local officers stop by a lot.
Yeah. Was she agreeable with signing the contract when you gave it to her?
I don't know. For questions like that, I mean, as far as like we're both crying, we're ending a 5-year relationship. For questions like that, I'd rather just meet with like you and I meet with our lawyers like together. Okay. Or if she wants to pursue something crazy like this, and call the police on me when I've given her everything to leave, okay. Then it's like I think we should just set up a time that we can all meet together.
Okay. Well, one of the things she said was you pretty much forced her to sign the
I
contract.
did not force anybody to sign anything.
Yeah. She said she wasn't happy about signing the contract.
I mean, I'm not happy about having a contract. I'm not happy about anyone signing a contract.
Yeah. Did you record the incident when that took place?
What's that?
Did you record the incident when that took place?
I'm gonna talk to my lawyer for everything else. That's my phone.
Yes, it is. Okay. You want to write a statement about everything that took place?
No, I'm gonna talk to my lawyer.
Okay. At this point, this is going to be evidence.
You just took my cell phone.
This is going to be evidence. Okay? You'll be able to get it done when the investigation is complete.
So you took my cell phone that I rely on for work and everything.
Yes, this is going to be evidence. I'm letting you know. I'm giving you an opportunity. If you want to write a statement, you can write a statement. Okay?
Write a statement to get my phone back?
No, about the incident. But like I said, it's a voluntary statement.
No, I need to talk to my lawyer. This is crazy.
Okay. You have the right to do that. I won't keep you any further. I do appreciate your cooperation and taking time to speak with me, okay?
Okay.
Investigation, okay?
Yep.
I have to do that. I would do the same work for you, okay? So, this doesn't mean we own it. We're not going to keep it forever. It means we have to take it for evidence for now, okay?
I have so many appointments and things like that. You guys. Okay.
Okay. If I'm going to allow you need numbers right now for work, family, whatever you need. I've got paper and a pen right here. We'll open it up and we'll get the information, okay?
It's fine. Take it. I'm going across the street and I'm on my way.
Okay.